Welcome there! So, you've decided to take the big step into the unknown and start streaming on Twitch, Facebook or YouTube, and you're here because you wonder how to start. Well, you came to the right place. In this video we will cover the very basics of streaming. So what we are going to talk about is how to set up your Twitch page. We're gonna subdivide that into banners and panels, into a logo and into a schedule. The next part is about OBS or Open Broadcast Software, where we will go through the settings a bit, find which will suit you best, and you just trial and error. Also add a little scene to show you how to add the overlays we're gonna get in part 1. The last part will be about the world of Streamlabs. So we're gonna cover the site's basic, so the Streamlabs website, which contains all the alerts you need, all the add-ons and some basic settings for Cloudbot, for example. Then we'll hop over to Chatbot app, the Streamlabs Chatbot app, as well as the Streamlabs Label app. Yeah, so if you want to know more about these topics, make sure to follow this guide closely and watch till the end, since every part has its own unique aspects to it. Without further ado, let's dive right into this huge and wonderful world of streaming. Also, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the like button. I will appreciate it a lot. Here we go. Here we are. You've created your Twitch account, logged in, and now we're at our empty Twitch page. For this occasion, I decided to create a new account and to start from scratch so you can follow along. What you want to look at here is the look of your account. It's important to get a logo so you get recognized by that throughout all media, and we're going to make everything look as a union. If you go to player.me, there are some free presets you can get to pimp up your Twitch channel. These are mainly made for overlays. So when you get to the player.me side, you get in the global, you logged in, you create an account, you go to overlays right here. So then, if you find an overlay you find interesting, you just press it, double click it. I will go with future, for example, and press add overlay set. Once they're loaded up, you can edit those singular overlays. So for example, when we go inside the in-game overlay, you see everywhere is this little player.me part, which you probably don't want on your stream. So open up the top bar, you will see socials left. Well, press that one. So for the first part, we'll go with YouTube, for example. Then once you've selected that, we'll go to the top right social, and we can even add that one as well. So let's do that as well and put in Instagram, for example. There we go. And there you have it. We have a little nice layout. You can save it, and that will be it for now. If you go to Google, type in free Twitch panels, you will find a site called Nerd or Die. If we go there, you can get your own custom panels, which is pretty awesome. It's free. You always like free. We always like free. So what you want to do is go to General, type in what you need. For example, we go with Discord. Type in Discord. You can choose a font, you can get the font weight, you can disable the icon or enable the icon, select an icon, so we go with a Discord icon. Let's see if that is here. Yes, it is. So we have a Discord icon right there. You can scale it up and down. I think 67 is good. You can even upload a custom icon, so that is awesome as well. And then we just save panel image. So once you've saved that, it's important to keep everything structured, since you probably want to build out your stream when you grow, and it's nice to work in a neat way so you know where to find everything. So once you've got the panels, banners and overlays downloaded, we're going to add them to our Twitch channel. Let's go. So when we start out, we want to go to our little Twitch channel there. When you scroll down, you have the edit panel section. So press that one and it will open up your panel editor. I've already put in my About Me. When you add the Discord panel, there is a link URL down there. Once you put in discord.com/Dutch testing, for example, which doesn't exist, but just for the sake of it, you type that in, you get out of the edit mode, edit panels mode, and then when you press it, it will redirect you to the Discord. Of course, it's not a real one because I'm using a test account. So that is what it is. A little pro tip here. One thing I really don't like myself, is that when I go to a streamer's About Me section and there's just and only a donation button. Take some time to tell your viewers about who you are, what you do, why you're streaming. People who don't know you will see this page first when they come to your account, so make sure to make a good first impression. That brings us to our next point, schedule. Viewers would like to know when you're online, so spread the word and add a schedule. Top of here you have this little thing called schedule, and that will bring you to the creator dashboard. Up there to the top you can add schedule and then just follow these things. It's pretty easy to set it up. One thing you want to consider though is that you don't want to create a huge schedule where you'll have a hard time to actually stream. Make a basic schedule, and when you feel like it, just go live and call it an extra stream. This will have more advantages for your viewers since you're giving them a bit extra because you have the time to do so. Don't push yourself to keep up with a huge schedule. For example, 5 days a week for 8 hours a day. Don't do it because it will keep the pressure up, and if you feel like it, it's okay. Just don't put it in your schedule. So now we've set our basic Twitch page and everything is kind of set. It's time to go to the next part, which is streaming software. So I hope to see you there. There are two major softwares currently, which are Streamlabs OBS and the regular OBS. I've chosen for OBS for a couple of reasons. I always compare these two applications with Apple and Windows. Streamlabs OBS is kind of the Apple in the story. Just like Apple devices, you'll have a hard time to modify things and add third-party add-ons for more value. OBS, on the other hand, is very tweakable and you can add a lot of stuff to it, like Windows. So my advice is to go with OBS. To start out, let's dive into the settings. You'll need to add your stream key to OBS, which you can find in your Twitch channel. Press your logo on the top right, go to Creator Dashboard, press Settings, then Streaming. There you'll find your primary stream code. This is extremely private though, so make sure to never share this with anyone. Copy the code and paste it into OBS. Your account is now connected. Just authorize it and there you go. The next step are your streaming settings. It all kind of depends on how beefy your internet and your computer is, but we'll dive into some recommended settings. Go to Output and set your video bitrate to a max of 6000 kbps. Blah, the letters, let's go. This will give you a great quality, and a rule of thumb I'm using is that you should always try to leave 1 megabyte per second of headspace. So if your upload speed is like 6 MB per second, change your video bitrate to 5000 KB per second, which equals 5 MB per second. Alright? Then for better sound quality, you can change your audio bitrate to a higher number as well. 192 is okay, but 320 is way better for the sound quality you're sending out. So my advice is to just test these settings and play with them. Check if your computer can handle it. Check if your internet can handle it. And that way you will get the right part, the right combination, and just lower or higher them until you're happy with the result. Then for the video, make sure to have your basic resolution at 1920 x 1080. You want this to be the same resolution as your screen, and most of the current screens have a resolution of 1920 by 1080. For the output resolution, you want to go with either 1280 x 720 for a safe broadcast, or again, if you have a beefy computer, try to up it to 1920 x 1080. For the frames per second, you probably want to go with 60 frames per second, since most games use that. It all depends on what you want to stream though. Also, if your computer is not able to handle 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second will work fine as well, so don't really worry about it. 60 frames per second just makes your stream look a lot smoother. So now that we've set up our OBS and connected it to Twitch, we must import those overlays we got from player.me. So since I've done a small tutorial about how to add sources to scenes in my How to Stream Rocksmith tutorial, I recommend to watch that one if you don't know how to do that yet. So that one, you can find it right here, and it will tell you how to add sources, how to add your camera, set your microphone, all stuff like that, and game capture, all those good stuff. So feel free to check that one out as well. For now, let's go to the next point, which is the big wide world of Streamlabs. In this part, we'll talk about the world of Streamlabs, your number one friend when it comes to streaming. Streamlabs is divided in multiple aspects. As I told you in the streaming software part, there is a Streamlabs open broadcast software. We're not using that, but that doesn't mean we can't use all the other good stuff Streamlabs has to offer. So what we're going to focus on in this part is the Streamlabs website, Streamlabs labels, and Streamlabs chatbot. Let's go to the Streamlabs website, log in with your Twitch account, and you get to the Streamlabs dashboard, where you find a lot of options you can adjust. The first one we'll go through is the alert box, a pretty important one. Alert box sends a signal whenever someone follows, donates, raids, subscribes, or any other event from your Twitch channel to your OBS. In the general settings, you can customize the layout, add filters, and ban bad words which won't be displayed in your alerts on the stream. So there you find it. When we add damn, we can blacklist that word. There we go. Make sure to save settings. Then when we go to the next part, there is this little thing called follow. You'll find all customizations for the specific event. So for example, the message that will be displayed, the image or animation that will be displayed, how it comes in or goes out, so you can animate it, the sounds, the duration. Let's just pick another photo or animation for it. There we go. So we can do that, set the alert duration, add some delays for the text maybe, yeah, all the good stuff. So when we go to font settings, we can even change fonts. So let's change it to Overlock, for example. Change the font size, the font weight. You can change the color. Let's do red and let's do blue. There we go. Yes, you can just save that, and then you will see how it will look. So now we've got our little alert set up. We want to copy that little part right there, put it in a new source in OBS, a web source, paste it in the web source. There we go. And since I have two OBSs running, this will not work, so I will show you on the website. There we go. So we've pasted that in the Internet Explorer, and then when we send a test, you will see it works. Awesome. So there you go. That is how you set up the alerts. You see a white background there, but that's okay. It will be opaque. The next part are the widgets. A lot of add-ons for your stream you can add. If you want an event list, for example, you just press that, customize it the way you want, add it as a browser source in OBS, and it will display an event list where you want. If you want a tip jar, for example, you just press that, customize it the way you want, add it as a browser source to OBS, and it will display the tip jar. There we go. You can resize, reposition it, of course, and then it's all set to go. In the left corner there is also a moderation bot called CloudBot. To start out, you definitely want to turn this on and tweak some of the settings. For example, if you don't want people to spam emotes the entire time, turn on the emote protection. If you don't want people to send links in your chat, turn on link protection, and so on. Then there's Modules tab, which adds some games or alerts in chat and can increase viewer engagement. Since there are so many different bots, it's hard to choose just one. I won't go into all the different bots because it will take way too long, but for now I recommend to turn on some basic stuff here because we're going to download the chatbot app in a bit, which will allow us kind of the same things as the site does, but more tweakable. Next to the modules, you can add commands and timers. Commands are used for viewer engagements or for information. I play Rocksmith, for example, so I added a command called !RS. So whenever someone comes into the chat and asks, what is the software you're using, Dutch? A mod or a viewer can just type !RS in the chat and it will respond with this is Rocksmith 2014. You can get it on Amazon. As you can see, there are some important basic things. We can dive into more of the stuff from the Streamlabs website, of course, but it'll take a lot of time and it's not necessary when you're starting out. But yeah, feel free to scroll and to just watch what the Streamlabs website has to offer. You can check out, you can set up your PayPal, of course. I recommend doing that through Streamlabs, by the way. You can add merchandise, when you pay for it, you can get your Twitch panels or YouTube thumbnails from over there. Even have it as a logo maker. So yeah, it's pretty diverse. Check out the different widgets, what they do. It's very interesting. So make sure to check it out. Just add what you think would suit you or your stream, and there you go. Let's dive into Streamlabs labels right now. We're in CloudBot right now and we are going back to all widgets where you will find stream labels. Press it and you will be able to download the Windows executable. Just open it up and it will download. You can install it and then you will have this thing called stream labels. There we go. You open it up and it has all the good stuff. So what this will do is keep a directory with all the things happening, all the events. So when I open this up, output directory, it will, for me, I've already reset it to my streaming apps because I want to work structured. So yeah, I have this thing called text labels, which is pretty good. So I just change it directory there, and that's okay. And there we go. Let's go to OPS and put it in there. So we want to add a little text and we go with, reason follower text. Then you want to select a font and we go with agency maybe. Oh no, the OBS doesn't have any agency. So we'll just go with Arial and just press OK. And then we will go press read from file. There we go. And then you want to go to the directory your stream labels is outputting its texts to. So we go to, for me it is on my desktop. So desktop streaming apps, text labels, and there we will find, or you will have all the different things you can put in there. It's pretty neat, to be honest. And we will find out most recent follower. There we go. And put it in there. You will see it will just pop up and it will be in there updated as well. So we can change the color of the font here. Go with green because our overlay is a bit green. We can change the opacity. We want it at 100% of course. You can even change the background. Change the opacity background. We want it opaque though because we have an overlay going. So we can even give it an outline here. So let's give it an outline. Let's go with red, for example. A bright red. There we go. And change the outline to 4. Yes, there we go. And you will see there's a little red line out there. Then we'll go back and grab it and just resize it. Put it in there where we want it to be. And it will be updated whenever you have a new follower. It's pretty awesome. And that is how we do it. we're gonna start going to the website streamlabs.com/chatbot, and there we go to the site. You can go and download the bot right there. Just open it and it will provide you with this little app called Streamlabs Chatbot. It's amazing. It's actually all of your monitoring thingies in one app. So when we open it up, you will see there is this console dashboard. We have a list of subscribers there. We have like commands and timers. So yeah, you can change your title in there. You can change your game, automated hosting. It's all good. You can see your subscribers, commands, timers. It's all there. If you want to add a command, just add the plus sign and just do the same thing we just did at CloudBot. So that's pretty good. Timers. We're gonna press the plus button and we're gonna make Facebook 2, for example. So we're gonna add a new timer. What the timer does is it's automating the input in a different timer. We make a new one, name it Facebook Facebook 2, and then the response will be check out Dutch testing at website twitch.tv/ or facebook.com/DutchRocker. There we go. And then we can make it active or false, or active or inactive by pressing true or false. The whole stream chat can use it. There is no group we can use, so we skip that. And then we will find it down to the position below. So if you go to the cogwheel top right, you will see there is more options. You can link the timers to commands, which is true. We did that. You can also set the interval that the timer is coming and a minimum of chat lines in there. The symbol protection, caps protection, I don't want it because I don't mind spamming the good stuff and the good emotes and the good vibes. So also a good thing this one has is scripts, which I explained on part 3 of the How to Stream Rocksmith tutorials, as well as you can add the bot to your Discord as well. So when you go live, Streamlabs Chatbot will automatically send a little alert to your Discord server, which is pretty good. And that makes it till the end of our tutorial, how to stream in general tutorial. Let's go. So yeah, if you really like this, I hope you get some valuable advice and information out of this. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Feel free to let me know in the comments below what your opinions are, how you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe, to hit the like button, follow button, and always feel free to join me at www.twitch.tv/DutchRocker for some musical vibes and high energy guitars and fun. I hope to see you there. If not, take care and enjoy the rest of the tutorials. Right? Cheers.